Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to all the newbies. We've been having some new people. Love it. Thankful for it. Hi. If you're not new, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all over all social media. I am CCsuarez. That will be on the screen. Okay, we got to talk about something. So as y'all know, at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, a lot of teams in the multi-level marketing company Monat started to make essentially a mass exodus over to other multi-level marketing companies. So it basically started with WFAB, WFABB, and then they branded it as WFAB 2.0. And it's like, it ain't 2.0. Like, what are you doing? And that team, primarily based in Toronto, but they're all over, they left and went over to iGenius, which is a crypto trading investment MLM that is extremely expensive, and I don't know how any of them are making money. It's just recruiting. Let's just be clear. It's recruiting. They don't really have a product to sell because you can't even use the product or the service unless you are actually joining the MLM itself. So we've done many videos about that. So has Isabella Lanter. So has every other creator. Amal has done a lot of good videos on them. She was on their butts before any of us. She's amazing. So go check out their channels. I'll have them linked down below. And then we started seeing, or really around the same time, these elusive and just mysterious posts from all these Monat people that were like, new beginnings. Oh my God, new beginnings. And it's like, it's not new. It's the same thing that you're doing. You're just joining another MLM. So we didn't really know what it was at first. And then a lot of them started talking about hashtag the impact project, all that. Again, we didn't know what they were talking about. And then we collectively as a unit found out that it was in fact CCsuarez. Now, again, CCsuarez is another MLM just like iGenius, and it's another one that is heavily based on recruiting. Now, I've said many times, and even in my CCsuarez deep dive that I did, that'll be up in the little corner, or I'll have a link down below too, and on the end screen maybe as well. But that's another MLM that is heavily based on recruiting. They don't have any sales requirements. They can take care of their own sales quota per month or sales requirement per month. Requirement, quota, doesn't matter what you call it. It's the same thing. Does not matter. They have a requirement every month. A PV, a GV, whatever. Those personal volume and group volume requirements can be satisfied by their own auto ships and their team's own auto ships. It is fascinating. So we have seen not only one team, WFAB, leave for iGenius. We've seen another team as well, a big chunk of a Florida team leave over to CCsuarez that happened at the beginning of the year. And now another one, a huge chunk. I say huge, but like I'm sure not everyone went, but a good chunk, a pretty successful leg of the team, The Real Deal, which is one of, I believe, Jacqueline Ortega's downlines, I think. But it's a lot of like the Miami, Southern Florida, Central Florida, all that. And they left Monat and moved over to CCsuarez. Now, I want to talk about why they're doing that. Why are a bunch of these people who are clearly successful in Monat, clearly, I mean, there's probably 0.1% of the people on the team are actually making a significant profit. But why are they doing that? Again, the reason is when you get to these top ranks or any rank in Monat, it is so hard to maintain your rank. And that's what I want to talk about today. I got an amazing email from someone. They wish to stay anonymous, but you know who you are. Thank you so much. Because if you're not in Monat, it can kind of be hard to understand what the heck is even going on with the ranks and why it's hard to maybe follow it, but they explained it so perfectly. So I want to go over that with you. So just a few key terms. Career rank is the highest rank you've ever made it to. Okay. Career rank is the highest one you've ever made it to. When you go look on the like mymonat.com and see like their landing page, essentially at the top of it, you'll see their name and their career rank. So for that career rank to like change, for it to be like bumped down essentially, because if you, let's say, I know it's going to be confusing, but just follow me. So just stay with me. Let's say I make it to SED, the top rank, right? And then I don't re-rank or I don't re-qualify the next month. So I lose my rank and I am bumped down to what, ED, AED, whatever one's below that. that website is not going to say that I was bumped down. It's still going to say my career rank unless I haven't re-ranked for a whole year. And there's a lot of people who get to SED but then get bumped down after a year and they like cannot maintain the SED title. It is crazy. Mandy Sue Styles, the one who is just full of microaggressions and just blatant fat phobia and racism, crazy that she's not fired. She maybe has the career rank of SED, but she is not at the top. She's, I believe, AED or ED, which is crazy. It's insane. And only a few of them have actually been honest from what I've seen and said, like Kayla Caputo, the girl hates me. However, she's in Monat and she has specifically said on her Instagram, she's like, yeah, I made it to SED and then like I lost the rank. It's really hard to maintain, which again is why a lot of these people are moving from Monat to CCsuarez. Okay, let's go over their reclassification policy, and I'll put up sometime in this video the ranks, and I'll have that linked down below too. But I mean, if you just look at, I mean, you can find all this stuff online as well. It's not like I have like secret access. But the reclassification policy, the purpose of the reclassification policy is to incentivize market partners to be paid as their career title. So your paid as rank is the one that you are right now. And then your career rank is the one that is like the highest one you've ever reached. So the reclassification policy, I'm going to try to break this down like sentence by sentence because they make shit so hard to understand. It's insane. They do that on purpose. Most cults, most commercial cults, MLMs do that. But to incentivize market partners to be paid as their career title at least once in a 12-month period so that they're able to keep their highest achieved title with Monat. So they want you to re-rank at least once a year so that on that website, it doesn't show that it's like fallen down, which it's like, who cares if you've re-ranked once a year to just say that you have that if you're not actually being paid as it and you're not actually that rank. That's like getting an LLC and being like, I'm a business owner, except for you don't do anything. You don't have a business plan. You don't have a business name. Like you are not doing anything. It's just like a piece of paper. It's like, this means nothing. This literally means nothing. All right, here's how the reclassification policy works. Managing market builders not paid as their career title at least once in 6 calendar months will be reclassified to their highest paid as title achieved in the prior 6 calendar months. Meaning career title MMBs, managing market builders, must achieve paid as managing market builder or higher at least once in 6 calendar months in an effort to maintain their MMB career title. Associate market mentors, these fucking rank titles, it's so dumb, and above are not paid as their career title at least AMM, associate market mentors, and above who are not paid as their career title, so who do not re-rank or requalify, reclassify, whatever, at least once within 12 calendar months will be reclassified to their highest paid as title achieved in the prior 12 months. So you get bumped down if you don't like re-rank at least once a year or once in calendar months, whatever. In the event that they are reclassified as MP, MMP, AMB, or MB, their group volume will return to the sponsor's GV on the 12th month. Meaning, the career title associate market mentor and above must achieve paid as AMM or higher at least once within calendar months to achieve in an effort to maintain career title. Listen, if you're a scam, just say that. Like, why not just... What's with the paid as title and the career title? Like, who cares? Why not just say what you are? It's so deceiving, especially for people who like get bumped down or go up, and like, it's just so deceiving. So fucking deceiving. Just say the truth. So here's a good example of Joe, I don't know how to say her last name. She's one of the top leaders in the Real Deal team. It's one of the biggest teams in Miami. And some of her directors are other big people. This Isabella girl, Gabriella, Veronica Bay, who was leading the last Zoom call that we reviewed, the like marketing one. And then Claudia Gonzalez, which Claudia just left and took her downline, or a good amount of them, over to CCsuarez. Listen, if I was in Monat, I would leave for CCsuarez. I would. And I've said it multiple times, CCsuarez has one of the best, stay with me, one of the best compensation plans for an MLM. Notice how I said for a multi-level marketing company. Just because it's the least stinky turd doesn't mean it's not a pile of poop. Okay? Don't get it twisted. It's still a shitty MLM. It's still a cult. Your chances of being successful are still garbage. Okay? All right. So so even right here, Gabriella is a picture of her from, when was it? 2020. And it shows that she made executive director. But then if you go to her Monat website, you can see that her career rank, which means the highest rank she's been to, if she doesn't re-rank or requalify, whatever, is now bumped down. So that means that she hasn't re-ranked in over, or met those qualifications, whatever. She hasn't been able to sustain, and that's what this is all about, how this system isn't sustainable. She has not sustained that executive director rank in over a year. So therefore, it's going to show that she's bumped down to AED instead of ED, not erectile dysfunction. And then again, this is Claudia, the one who's moving over to CCsuarez. Same thing with her. She was also an executive director, but then if you go look on the Monat website, which she might not be on there now but I have receipts, don't you worry, because she is moving over to CCsuarez. Again, her career rank is shown as AED, meaning that she was not able to maintain the executive director rank for over a year. So she was bumped down. That's why I was so shocked that Angelique, I'm not shocked she can do anything. She's amazing. She's a badass. But I was so shocked that Angelique was able to maintain her rank for so long. Like so long. That's crazy. I think for like one of the last months she was bumped down because she wasn't recruiting, but still, it's the expectations for these people are wild. It is absolutely wild. But it just shows the people at the top can't even maintain their ranks. It's other than Jacqueline Ortega, who all these people are under, like, doesn't matter. Okay. So that girl, and then Veronica Bay, she was also SED, and then she got bumped down to executive director, and it shows that. And she's also a part of the $1 Million Club. A lot of these people are that hit that top rank and then get bumped down. It's wild. It is wild. And then also, if you look on the Real Deal Training Facebook group, there used to be so many trainings and postings in that group, but now it's a ghost town, allegedly, from people who are in it. That's what they say. And then also, if you look on the monatglobal.com/directors website, there haven't been any new directors since January 2021. That's over a year. Again, this is not a sustainable system. This is not sustainable at all. Like, no. And this is one thing that I really think it's really hard for them to be able to sell the product. I don't think it's that hard for them to be able to recruit people because they're at the top, because, you know, they're showing off this extravagant lifestyle, but it's hard for them to keep people and to keep selling products as well. And that's why a lot of the times you'll see them, oh my God, there's a flash sale. And Angelique talked about this as well, how your upline will be like, you have to buy from this flash sale, you have to. And she's like, no, you don't have to. Like, why are people telling you that you have to buy this? You already have too much. You don't need to do that. But it's called inventory loading. And that's when your upline wants you to buy all this shit so that they get credit for it, so that they can re-rank. Like, absolutely wild. But it's just like you'll see on social media or behind people in Monat and their Instagram stories and stuff like that. You'll see just so much product. You'll see executive directors, whoever, with pantries full of this product, and the product expires. But they think that because it's sealed, like the shelf life, like that ticking clock doesn't start until like they sell it to you and you open it. Like, that's not how that works. That happens when it's like formulated, put together, and put in the bottle. The clock's ticking then, my girl. But you'll see so many, and Detective Lovey has put up a lot of really good content about this on Instagram as well. They'll show like, oh, well, this is what it's supposed to look like, or they'll post like, oh, I'm using my eye cream or whatever, and Detective Lovey will show you what it's supposed to look like, and it's supposed to be white, and then there's this yellow. Like, your product should not change colors like that. Your shit's expired. You're putting expired stuff on there, or you're doing giveaways, or what are you doing? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Now, inventory loading, this is in their the Monat handbook, the policy and procedures, all that. I've read through it way too many times. Inventory loading, market partners must never purchase more products than they can reasonably use or sell to customers in a month, and must not influence or attempt to influence any other market partner to buy more products. But they do, because they're like, oh, do it for giveaways or like for your stock, because there's not going to be another flash sale with this. Girl, there's flash sales every 5 seconds. There is. And one thing I think is so interesting is a lot of them will say like, oh yeah, I got this for free. Did you? I doubt Monat is giving you product for free because you are the customer. So I really doubt that. And the market partners certify that with each new product order that they have sold or consumed a minimum of 70% of all the products purchased in prior orders. Monat reserves the right to verify resale of product inventory and inspect documentation of customer sales. Monat market partners are not required to carry an inventory of products or sales aids. Now, do you want to know why they have that in there? That 70% rule? Now, y'all can look this up, but just to go over it and dumb it down. Not that you're dumb, you're very smart, but just to, in very simple terms and paraphrasing completely. So Amway was being investigated and essentially taken to court by the FTC. The FTC had successfully shut down multiple MLMs already at that time, and this was in like the 70s, but none of them were as big or as powerful as Amway. Amway has been so ingrained into our government, our politics, like that fucking family, I swear to God. Ugh, Lord. The wife of the family, the matriarch, right? Yeah. The mom of that family, good old Betsy, was in Trump's cabinet, and she's still doing something, I'm sure. I don't fucking care about politics. I mean, I do. Clearly I should, but who knows what's what. Anyways, so essentially the judge who was assigned to that case was corrupt and in the pockets of people. And Amway, whatever. Again, you can look this up to get like the smart story. This is not a smart one. Amway essentially came back and they're like, no, we're not a pyramid scheme because of these reasons, because of these rules that we have, which weren't written anywhere. They just pulled them out of their buttholes, essentially. And one of those things is the 70% rule. And there's a few different ways you can interpret this. It's kind of like a little umbrella. I know this is a very dumb way for me to explain this. I don't care. But the 70% rule mainly meaning that you're not going to be doing inventory loading. Like, you're not going to be buying all of the product, and like 70% of your sales or the company's sales has to come from retail customers, not market partners, not like the actual employees, right? Not the sales rep. The thing is that when you're not a publicly traded company, like, you don't have to release that information. Hell, most of these MLMs don't even release an income disclosure statement. And that is why I am begging you to go to www.mlmchange.org and put in your comments. Please tell the FTC, please submit your comments and tell the FTC you have until the end of May to do so, I think, or maybe May 1st. I don't know. Please submit your comments so that multi-level marketing companies can be held accountable, and they have to abide by the opportunity rule, meaning that they have to show all of this information to people before they join the MLM. There's people that sign up, like Angelique, for instance. She signed up for Monat. She didn't even know what an income disclosure statement was until she was already in the company for 2 years. She'd never even seen it. She's not the minority when it comes to that. Like, it's insane. So that's one of the only reasons they have that in their policy and procedures, just to be like, no, it's in there. But clearly that's not the case when they are going insane for these flash sales. And it's like, sure, you could use it that much, I guess, especially with y'all washing your hair 60 times during one shower and dousing your entire body in this oil. Like, okay, I get that. but it's just wrong, and it's taking advantage of people, and it's not sustainable, especially for the people at the bottom, but even for the people at the top of the company too. And that is why a lot of these people, and you're going to see more and more and more teams and more reps move over from Monat over to CCsuarez, because it's much easier for them to keep their rank. They don't have to re-rank every single month. As long as you like still keep those people under you and like fit those minimum requirements, you're good, which it's pretty easy to do. So I know this sounds like Chelsea is basically a commercial for people to move over to CCsuarez. It's not. CCsuarez is very corrupt. It's very shitty. It is a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. The products are shit. The backstory of the company is insane. It is insane. Go watch that video. Absolutely crazy. It's just more of the same bullshit, essentially. One MLM to another. And it's so sad because these people are filled with such hope, and they want so badly to find something new, find something different. And we can say all day long, well, just go get a normal job. But when you're in this multi-level marketing, network marketing industry, they don't see that as the problem. They see either themselves or that company, and oh, well, this one's different. No, it's not. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So again, please go to MLMchange.org and submit your comments to the FTC and urge them. You can make it really simple. Urge them to include multi-level marketing companies in the opportunity rule. Please be a part of the solution. I've already done it. I already had Tony do it. And essentially, whenever I have someone around me, I have them do it through their phone. I mean, not like against their will. Obviously, I explain it first and they're like, hell yeah. And then they do it. So please, 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 please do it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit shorter, but again, I'm trying to pump out a bunch of videos for y'all. I hope you remember to remain spicy. Stay spicy. That does not say stay sploy. It says stay spicy. Stay assertive. Keep those boundaries. You are important. You are valuable. If you're going through a hard time right now, it's temporary, okay? It's temporary. You're not going to feel like this forever. You're okay. Take a deep breath. Drink your water. Take your medicine. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.